Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your man Twist3dDrift3r. Welcome back to the channel. Now, as you guys know, earlier to... Oh, crap. 3, 2, 1, and go. Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your man Twist3dDrift3r. Welcome back to the channel. As you guys know, earlier today, Need for Speed Payback dropped the reveal trailer, and everybody went nuts. I know I did. Today we are going to be watching the trailer for those of you who have not seen it yet, and then after the trailer we'll go back and stop at certain points, give my thoughts on it out of take by take session, and then we'll go into the release details and everything, just to go and give you guys my impressions and an overview of what to expect from Need for Speed Payback. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Without further ado, guys, let's get into the trailer. I'll see you once it starts. Alright, here we go, guys. Hit and play now. Here we go.
We were a crew, and she left us with nothing. We are gonna end this, starting now.
Get me close to him, and I'll take care of the rest.
No one has touched his cargo.
There's something much bigger going on here.
Jump!
Get down! Hey, Matt. You built this all yourself?
An artist can turn any scrap into a supercar.
This crew right here, that's the future.
We own these streets, Tyler, and the house always wins.
Well, not tonight it didn't.
Alright, guys, so that was pretty badass. I cannot wait to see this. But what we are going to do is go back through here, and first things first is, it reminds me of a Fast and Furious type of movie for the trailer, and also the crew. First scenes first, we do have this truck coming out with pretty much pushing this car down the highway. Now, that is instantly attention grabbing. That is what caught my attention first, and definitely looks like it's going to be a mix of maybe the Run, Need for Speed the Run, and a bunch of other Need for Speeds mixed in, and definitely looks like it's going to be more of a movie style playthrough, guys. So let's watch into the next part. Then we have that beautiful shot of that Mustang back there. We'll have another shot of it here in a second. That shot there, though, this shot here, guys, reminds me a lot of maybe a Fast and Furious type of scene after with the ramp cars going and smashing through everything. That's what that scene there kind of reminds me of, guys.
And she left us.
And then we got this beautiful shot of the Regera, so definitely liking that. Turn the volume down as we go through this. Then we got that beautiful shot of the Mustang right there, guys. That Mustang, oh my god. As you guys know, I'm a massive Mustang fan, and to see that as one of the main cars in this trailer, I was pumped. So, let's go into the next part here. See it speeding down the highway and all that. Gonna skip ahead to the next part that I wanted to touch on. We do see a nighttime scene in here eventually. So, try and skip ahead back to that part, guys. Right here, though, it looks like a scene from Fast and Furious. Right here. As you guys saw in that Charger there with those kits reminds me a lot of the one that Letty used in Fast 7, okay? So this scene here definitely reminds me a lot of Fast 7 with the bumper bars and everything. So I'm not sure if that's what they're trying to recreate here, is a Fast and Furious type of playthrough. Them jumping onto it there reminds me a lot of it. And then that crash there reminds me a lot of the Burnout style crashes, as well as maybe some of the stuff like you would see in Fast and Furious 7 or 8. So what I'm wondering is if Need for Speed didn't somehow take ideas from the Fast and Furious franchise as well as a couple other games, and I'll get into why I'm saying a couple other games as we get through this playthrough, guys. Or this trailer, excuse me. But definitely loving the crash damage that you're seeing here. And here we go, starting up here. And this shot here, drifting through the dirt, definitely makes me think that that definitely shows off the dirt physics. Again, we've got our supercars here. And this shot here where they're going through all the different sections, it definitely shows that there will be a night scene here. So I do like the fact that we're not just going to be stuck in the daylight, okay? So, or nighttime. It will be a dynamic weather system. And from what I saw in the trailer, it doesn't look like we will have too much of a, let's say, change in physics, but I'm not sure yet. We'll have to wait until we get some gameplay footage. I'm not going to judge it too harshly yet. Another thing that I'm noticing, guys, is the off-road upgrades that we do have throughout. And right here, looks like we have some cars that you will have to find eventually, and it's this here sort of reminds me, we'll get more into that as we go into the details, guys, but these here remind me of like the Forza Horizon 3 barn finds. So I'm hoping that in this we may be able to see, as Predator said in his video, that maybe we'll get more info into the barn finds, into these, maybe seeing how they're restored, or maybe we get to restore them ourselves, which would be epic, because I originally, before I even thought about YouTube, thought about going to college for automotive restoration. So if we actually get to restore these ourselves, guys, that would be awesome. I would love that. But anyhow, let's go into the next scene that I thought worth checking out. And it's this Datsun right here. I know Predator checked on this as well. But the wing on this thing is insane. And the wheelie bar, the drag slicks, these guys are something we have not seen since NFS Pro Street. So, it looks like they're mixing a lot of Need for Speed's history into this one Need for Speed game. Which is something that I have wanted them to do for a long time, is bring back some of the older NFS styles. So we're getting, it also reminds me a lot of the crew with the different upgrade styles, which we'll get into later. And then we've got the different characters there. But then again, here we've got the Pagani, and you're seeing it at some sort of hotel or resort or something, maybe a mansion. And then we've got our shot here of the beautiful 55 Chevrolet Bel Air. As you can see, it's got the light bars up front, no bumpers, the wide fender flares for the off-road. Definitely hyped to see how that off-road physics turn out. And then here we've got a police chase. I do want to play this and focus on it real quick on the race. Back a second though. Look, real quick, I want to point this little scene out here before the Mustang crashes. Right there, guys. Right here, I'm not sure if you guys are seeing that, but right there we have what looks to be Slap Train's G35. Rest in peace, Slap. I do want to apologize for you for the Mustang destroying your beautiful G35. That may be a 37, but I think it's a 35. I apologize, Slap, for Need for Speed and EA just totally obliterating your 35 right there. But, there we go. Anyhow, we do have the police scenes coming up, and I'm hoping that the police chases are more like they were in Most Wanted and Need for Speed Carbon, as well as Need for Speed World. Those three had, in my opinion, the best police AI out there. And then right here in this scene, we do have the Mustang going and popping a wheelie. Again, a feature we have not seen since Need for Speed Pro Street. And it also makes me think of the crew. Because as you're seeing, we've got off-road customization, we've got the drag customizations, and we've got, of course, the normal Need for Speed customizations. Something that reminds me very strongly of the crew, which, as you guys know, they are coming out with the crew 2. So, as I said, I think Need for Speed is heavily borrowing ideas after its flop of a game that Need for Speed 2015 was. As you saw there was some drifting. We've got a Porsche here. And then the off-road scene again. A cop flying over. And pretty much that's where it ends the trailer, guys. As I said, I'm hyped for this. Cannot wait to see this game in the stores, guys. But without further ado, let's hop in here and check out the overview of the game. So come up here, go to the overview, and we are going to have some high-stake competitions. So get on a roll and win big with risk versus reward gameplay. The return of cop chases means the stakes have never been higher. So definitely hyped to see that. And as I said, it looks like it will be a mix of a movie-style gameplay and also live out an action-driven fantasy place. So an explosive adventure is 3 distinct characters united by one common goal, which is revenge. 3 distinct characters. That sort of reminds me of GTA 5, where you were playing as Franklin, Trevor, and Michael. So not sure if they sort of got an idea from that or not, but that's sort of what I'm getting a vibe from right there. And then you go from scrap to stock to supercar, which makes me think that yes, you will be able to restore these, which definitely gives me hope for this game. And it says, as it says here, endlessly fine-tune your performance through each of the 5 distinct car classes: race, drift, off-road, drag, and runner, to turn the tables on the competition in any race, mission, or challenge. Which makes me think of the Crew, because it had those different categories for upgrades. And then find abandoned vehicles scattered throughout the world to create your perfect car from the ground up, which is reminding me of Horizon 3's barn find system. So maybe they're taking ideas from those 2 games, which I think they are. I'm not exactly sure, but that's just my opinion, my thoughts so far, guys. Now, the garage, coming soon, build unique rides with deeper customization than ever before. So in the shot, it looks like, I'm not sure what this car here is exactly, but as you can see here, we've got a Camaro, the 2017 Raptor, and a 350Z in the background, stanced out. Loving the look of that thing, guys. And then, of course, down here, we've got the newsletter. So if you want to sign up for that, guys, go to this link here. Up here, guys, go to this link. That link will also be in the description box down below, so you don't have to type it. And then you can sign up for the newsletter right there. So then for the pre-order, guys, if you wanted to pre-order this, it would give you, it says it will give you the edge with the 3 days early access to the full game, as well as exclusive customization items, and you will receive in-game discounts, rep bonuses, and also 5 shipments to get your adventure started. You also get a story mission pack and the Payback Platinum car pack. The standard edition will just get you the car pack and these 5 platinum cars included. And it looks like we're also getting exclusive tire smoke upgrades finally, which is nice. That is nice. Now we're going to go here real quick and see if we have just news on this right here. We've got the details. So this probably is taking us back. Nope, right here, okay. So, the smell of burned rubber lingers through the streets, remnant of the activities that were carried out during the early hours of the morning. But the darkness of night now gives way to the light of day as the city of Silver Rock begins to spark life into as the sun breaks across the entire Fortune Valley region. Okay, so that's what makes me think Fortune Valley, maybe a Las Vegas or Seattle sort of feel, because in the trailer I saw what looked to be the Space Needle. That may have also been a tower in Vegas. I'm not exactly sure, but that's the vibe it gave me there. Now, it has a single-player campaign that follows the exploit of former racer Tyler Morgan. After being double-crossed and forced into exile, it's time for payback. Tyler must rebuild his crew, win an impossible race, and bring down the house, the cartel that has a grip over the city's casinos, criminals, and cops. That makes me think more of a Las Vegas style. However, it could still take place in Seattle, because they still have some casinos up there. However, it's not going to be easy, though, as Tyler and the crew will find themselves in the middle of some of the most action-packed, explosive events in Need for Speed history. So that means it's taken Need for Speed to a place it's never gone before, guys. Now, it's not, of course, it wouldn't be Need for Speed without killer cars. And then again, the big question is, what sort of ride do you want? The cars in the game will come with 1 of 5 classes. race, drift, off-road, drag, and runner. Whatever your goal, you're going to want the right car for the job. Hopefully you can put any car into any class. I'm not sure if that's going to be the case, though. Now, for the fun part, where you get to turn it up a notch and take your stock ride into something spectacular. Visually customize your ride to get it looking just how you want, and your garage has never looked better. But deep down, we know what's under the hood is what counts. So buy the biggest, hottest aftermarket parts and craft the perfect driving machine. Also, keep your eyes peeled as you explore, and you might find just the abandoned car that becomes your new project. Breathe life into it and raise it from scrap into your one-of-a-kind supercar. So that definitely there clears up the fact that we will be able to customize ourselves, guys, and build it up the way we want. I definitely like the sound of that. So pretty much Fortune Valley will be our action-packed playground. We've got the desert, the city, and a mountain. And then we've got a canyon, so definitely liking the different areas that this map will have. It does sound like it will be vast and massive, so definitely like the sound of that. Something that I've always wanted in Need for Speed games is a huge map that is different and not just a city or not just a off-road desert area like the crew, or I mean like the run, not the run, but excuse me, Rivals was. Rivals reminded me a lot of that area and that type of gameplay, so I did not like the desert too much, did not care for that. This game seems to be mixing all of them into one, okay, so that's what I like. Now this part here reminds me of the return of Most Wanted, because the return of intense cop chases means that the stakes have never been higher. Helicopters and rhinos in the arsenal, you're going to have to push yourself and your car to the limit if you're going to outrun and get away from the local PD. They certainly will not go easy on you. So that there, again, reminds me of the original Need for Speed Most Wanted from 05, as well as Need for Speed World. Definitely liking the sound of that, guys. And then you can double down on the risk to run up your rewards, nail speed and style moments to bank the extra rep, and string together heaters for massive multipliers. Push the limits to bank your winnings, or will you go bust? Up the ante with challenges that raise the stakes in races. Win the race and the challenge to multiply your bank. Bragging rights are... And then again, there's a new auto log that pushes your friend's best score from the entire campaign in world activities. Bragging rights are always at stake and only a button and press away. Now, we will be able to play this offline as well, guys. That was my biggest complaint about NFS 2015, is that you had to be constantly online. So, with this, you will be able to play offline. I'm definitely excited about that. And, again, it will be PS4, Xbox One, and PC, guys. And, of course, EA Access and Origin Access members with the Play First trial on November 2nd. The November 7th if you buy the Payback Deluxe Edition. And then November 10th if you buy the Need for Speed Payback Standard Edition. We'll see more of this at June 10th and gameplay on E3. So, definitely hyped to see this, guys. If you guys are hyped for NFS Payback, let me know in the comments down below what you guys are thinking, as well as what you want to see from this game, what your ideas on the card pack will be, and everything else that you want to see from this game. I know I'm hyped. Until next time, guys, always remember mental health does matter. Don't be afraid to talk. Don't be afraid to seek help if you need it. And always remember, it is just a label. Do not let that label define you, guys. That is my biggest thing about mental health. But anyhow, guys, stay tuned for tomorrow's Jiusha Shikai video. I'm sorry for the lateness of this video getting out, but stay tuned for the Jiusha Shikai video coming out tomorrow. Until next time, guys, it is your man, Twisted Drifter. I will see you guys in the next video. I'm out.